Good morning YouTube, it's the Lofty Biker here. I'm up at Damerells again. Nice little bike for you today. I'm taking out the Honda CB650R, the Neo Sports Classic. How about this? If you're interested, stick around. I'll see you in a minute. Good morning YouTube, Lofty's here, there we go. Matte blue, what do you think of that? Not bad, is it? Let's give it a bit of a razz. Okay, so here we are then YouTube. In a national. We'll get down the island straight over, give it a bit of a look-see. Holds a good line. So what have we got? We got the CB, the 650, the miniature Neo Sports Cafe Racer. We'll go round the island. And the bars seem quite low, pegs fairly high, fueling's pretty decent. Here we go, take a left up the hill. Typical 4-cylinder, very buzzy indeed. So let's have a look. Good morning YouTube, Lofty's here again. What do you think? Looks like a little version of the big CB1000R. This is the CB650. It's a nice little bike, isn't it? Compact, well finished. Gotta say the finish is exemplary. It is better finished than the Hornet. Hornet's built for a price. This is built as a design project. Here we go. As you know, 6'5", 17.5 stone. Just put my pegs on the pegs, there we go. There's enough cutout, plenty of cutout for long knees. It is small, it does give you the impression, typical modern day naked. You feel like you're coming forward slightly and there's not much there. Little tiny clock, nice clock, but not much there. So there you go, leg room's not too bad. So even a big lad can buy one. Let's have a bit of a talk about it. So here we go. I've actually remembered to take the cameras off this time, so let's just line it up. So what have we got? Coming across, adjustable levers, cable operated throttle, kill switch, start stop. Coming across, there's the dash. I'll switch that on a sec. Very simple, not a lot. Clutch, non-adjustable. It's quite a long reach, to be fair. It starts to bite on the last third. We got a trip button, high and low with the pass hazard warnings, indicators below the horn, fairly tactile, little dicky horn. So here we come to the dash. Not sure what you can pick up. It's a nice small dash, LCD. We've got the tacho around the outside of a large gear indicator. Fuel gauge, we've got some odos down the bottom. We've got the time, big speedo, temperature gauge, trip. We've got a little button below, so it's select. Not too bad, is it? Another little trip on the other side, trip A, trip B, set button. It's all there, isn't it? It's all there. It's quite windy today, so let's hope it picks this all up. So we'll have a little look round it. Not bad at all, is it? Pretty good looking bike, to be fair. Right, so we better give it its correct title. 2023 Honda CB650R Neo Sports Cafe. Very, very smart. We got the bronze and titanium type engine. We got a blue metallic paint job. Looks good. So it's the old 649cc liquid cooled 4-stroke 16 valve double overhead inline 4-cylinder. That's a bit of a mouthful. 94 brake at 12. So it's a bit of a buzzer. You've got to get up in the rev range. 46.5 foot-pounds at 9.5. So everything's delivered in the higher echelon of the rev range, which is pretty much what you'd expect from a 4-cylinder bike. 15.4 litre fuel tank, 203 kilograms wet, and a 810mm seat. And that's not bad, is it really? It's fairly lofty for a small bike. 6-speed chain drive. So over the front end, what have we got here? Shower big piston forks, monoshock on the rear. Let's come down. Tyres 120/70/17 on the front with two 310mm 4-pot Nissan calipers. Very, very tidy. Coming round the back. (180/55/17) with a single 240 1-piston Nissan badged caliper. It's a fuel injected, full ABS, LEDs all the way round, immobiliser, you name it, it's got it. Shall I have a quick listen to it while I've got the mic in my hand? There you go, fairly buzzy, isn't it? Listen. We've got an underslung pipe. Sounds great, doesn't it? That does sound good. So what's it going to cost you? That's the question. I think people who are looking for this style of bike probably wouldn't buy the Hornet. This is more of a sort of come and look at me style bike. Very, very tidy, in fact. These are on the road at 7,699. They come in the 3 colours, this blue, a red and a grey. Pretty damn good. Shall we give it a bit of a thrash? I'll get my helmet on, I'll see you in a minute. Okay YouTube, so we're back. We've got quite a steep rake on this bike. So the steering is very, very, very active, very sharp. Quite a bit of buzz through the seat. And I might just add, it's quite a firm seat. So up to 50. Yep, up to 50, no problem at all, which is what you'd expect with a bike with over 90 brake. So here we're going down the hill. No quick shifter on this model. I don't believe it's an accessory EVAD, judging by the cable operated throttle. A little bit more old school. A nice little bike. Plenty pokey enough to give anybody a thrill. Clutch is light, although it's a long span to where it's active. They got these 650 engines sorted. They've been making them for donkey's years, so as you'd expect, there'll be no reliability problems. It's just put petrol in it, keep it clean, and tax and insure it. Nice little whizzle on the overrun. Here we go. I do like 650s. There's just something about small bikes. You can give them a bit of thrash and have a bit of fun. Oh, looks like we're going to catch the light today. drop a cog and have a bit of fun over the crest. Bit of a lift on the front. Okay, so we're dropping down into the first bit of village. We'll slow down a bit. Dropping into third gear. Third gear at 30. Sun's trying its hardest to come out. It's promised it's going to come and play for Easter. It's a little bit slow to warm up this year. Yeah, between third and fourth gear, pulling 2 to 2,500 revs. Very nice. Handlebars are fairly narrow, which is what you'd expect. I shall be taking out the fared version shortly, the 650R. See how we get on with that. On all accounts, the pegs and the seats are identical, it's just the bars are slightly different, so be interesting to see how it feels with a bit of a fairing on. I do like this bike. Seat is very firm. I can just shuffling about a bit. I can feel it. It's rock hard. You can tell where Honda used to come from sports bikes. They had the 600RR, and they had the Blade, of course, and then they made the naked versions from them, and they released this a couple of years back as a Neo Sports Classic, which is what Honda's interpretation of a modern day classic is. Like Royal Enfield and Triumph, they've made retro classics, proper old-fashioned looking classics that arc back to the 50s and 60s. Well, Honda have decided to make a modern day classic that would give you the modern interpretation on how this style of bike would have gone. So the Ton-Up boys on the Rocket Goldies and the Nortons, if they were riding today, they'd be riding something like this. It's very pretty as well. It's a good looking bike. They've put a lot of time and development in it, and as I say, the finishes, you know, the big piston forks and everything just look nice. So we're just approaching the 50. Absolutely impeccable fueling, which is what you'd expect. Up the hill, take a right. The indicator button's not too bad at all. Drop it into second. Here we go, national. Let's get a bit of thrash. Oh, as you'd expect, flies up to national speeds. Overtakes would be a doddle. I'll just drop it through the little Z. That pothole still there. So, steadying it down a bit. Fourth gear, 30 mile an hour now. Impeccable fueling, like I said, beautiful. We're going to take a right down through Travesco. As I say, the steering angle's very, very sharp. Drops round easy. Hopefully those cars will go a bit quicker than us through the village and give us a chance to have a thrash on the way out. So just sneak it into third. Running down the hill under its own momentum, more or less, very little throttle input. Up to 30. The mirrors aren't bad, they're quite big, which is what you'd expect for a cafe style. It's nice. I should imagine if you did buy one of these, you might put a little pair of bar ends on or something. Look good. Nice overrun, listen to that. Shoulder down, swing it across, shoulder down again, give it some thrash. Oh, lovely jubbly. Just slow it down a bit, there's nothing behind. I'm going to give the brakes a test. We're doing about 45. Back brake. Typically what you'd expect from a sports style bike. It's more for just steadying it than braking. We're away again. 45, nothing about. Front brake. Yeah, they're good stoppers. The good stoppers. Can't fault them. Away we go again. Just needs a bit of a drop of the shoulder. Get your weight across. Feel the right hand. There it is. So we're doing just shy of 50, front and back. Absolutely impeccable. Can't get used to this clutch yet. So if you rode it regular, I've got big hands and I'm finding it quite a span. If you did buy this and you've got shorter hands, I would definitely invest in an adjustable clutch lever. We might even get a nice little overtaking in a sec. Over the bridge. We're only doing 30, it is a 60. I'll just clear this junction, have a look up the road, and away we're going to go. We're all clear behind, all clear in front. Straight up to Nationals. Drop a cog on the overrun. I like listening to it. Head down. Yeah, it's a nice bike this is. Quite a lot of vibes through the bars, a little bit through the pegs and quite a bit through the back of the seat. You'd get used to it. If you're positive with the steering, it'll really reward. We've caught them all back up again. It's a good job I pulled over, isn't it? So we'll go straight on over the island and we'll give it a third gear roll on down the hill. As HONDs go, it's one of the better indicator buttons. I've not come anywhere near the horn yet, which is reassuring. Little bit of breakage. Junction's clear. Roll it round. Just drop it into third. Here we go. So just squeeze it back, nothing too much. Up to 6. Yeah. Nice easy 6,000 revs gear changes. Pulling 70 mile an hour with absolute consummate ease. Just move over a lane. I do wish they'd have put the fly-by-wire on it and fitted a quick shifter. Trouble is, it would have probably put 500 or 600 quid minimum on the price, and this is this sector of small bikes between 500 and 750. There's so many in it now, so many at it. It's popular. It's an affordable price range, isn't it? You can buy a bike under 8 grand and have some fun. What's there not to like about that? Here we go. We're in third, up the hill. Up to 70 again. This hill is a lot steeper than it looks. It's holding the speed lovely. We've not really got anywhere near that maximum thrash level. Let's just pull back in because we're going to take a left in a sec. Anyway, if you've liked the video, click on the like, subscribe, ring the bell, ask me a question. I say this every time. I'm only too pleased to help people out, because I know a lot of people who buy these smaller bikes can't get test rides, and they rely on old duffers like me to ride them and let them know what they're like. If you're looking for something to give you a bit of a thrill after you've passed your test, for under 8 grand, that weighs 200 kilos, well, go and buy one. You won't be disappointed. These are great bikes. As I said, I've had a bit of a trouble adapting to that clutch lever, so I'd suggest you get an adjustable lever and fill your boots. Anyway, thank you to Damerells for letting me take the bike out. As I say, I'm going to be taking out the fared version shortly. I'll let you know how I feel. So, this is the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now. Ta-ra.